It's not new year, new me. Baby, get it right. It's new year, better me. And we're setting the tone for all of 2024 by starting it with our best foot first. So here is your blueprint for a powerful year, baby. Before we jump into 2024, let's take a moment and reflect on 2023. What type of year was it for you? Was it good? Was it bad? Was it in between? A good way of doing this is just by a little audit. I write out all the months of the year and I keep a little journal where I write my biggest accomplishments those years. Like the biggest things I'm grateful for throughout the month of the year. And a lot of times, memory is not linear. So sometimes when I think back, how was 2023? I end up thinking of 2022 or things that happened in 2021. So a good way for me to recall my memories is just to write out the months of the year before the year's closing or during the season where it's just the new year, and write out my accomplishments and my highlights of good to highlight your personal wins, your emotional wins, your academic wins, your professional wins, in order to see where you're going in the future and to see how far you've come. A lot of people say that there's power in gratitude. I know you hear all the time because I sure do, and this is absolutely not a lie. Like, it's great to be grateful, it is great to be joyous, it is great to appreciate the little things. Keeping a journal is a good thing. I don't want to divert too much, but moving on to 2024, you should definitely reflect on 2023. Make a journal of your highlights and your achievements throughout the year. Praise God in it, be happy in it. You're closing a chapter which was life-changing for everybody because we grew in that period. So before you close this chapter, it's good to conclude it on a good note by reflecting on your achievements, on your highlights, and being grateful in it through it all, the bad, the good, and the ugly. Still on reflecting on 2023, it is good to recall the lessons that we learned. So I remember watching an episode of Sisters in the City. It's a podcast on YouTube. It's cool. And then a girl sent a message in on how she tried alcohol for the first time. She's Muslim and it's haram because a guy pressured her into it. And in the narration, she was saying how she felt sorry and how she felt essentially remorse about the entire situation. You can either choose to dwell on the bad, I drank alcohol, I sinned, it's bad, or you can take it as a lesson learned and be better from it. I drank alcohol, it's haram. I let this dude I was seeing pressure me. I know not to be with these type of people who don't respect my boundaries and who push me to be who I am not. Do you get? Essentially, these are learning curves, and every day we face life, we go through things that define who we are and defy who we are, and from these situations we learn from it. These are learning curves. Before you go into the new year, try to identify what are some of the lessons learned. For me, I know that when I see a red flag, to run the other way in relationships, in friendships, in conversations, in even businesses. In 2024, from my lessons 2023, I have chosen to trust myself. When I see a red flag, to call it a freaking red flag and not make excuses for other people because of any reason. Now we get to celebrate the new year by setting goals. Not any goals, but setting powerful goals. I've always heard this quote by Abraham Lincoln that if he had 3 hours to chop down a tree, he would spend 6 of it sharpening his axe. What does this mean? This means that if you plan to fail, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. It's important to plan before execution. I scripted this video before I decided to film. If not, I'll be rambling although I'll be rambling even more. All year 2024, we're making SMART goals. And what does SMART mean? Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound goals. S, specific, define a goal. M, measurable, track progress. A, attainable, realistic. R, relevant, make sure your goals are like. T, time-bound, it should have a time boundary, a target date for accountability. Your goal, or let's say your goal is to start a YouTube channel, to start a business, you should make a specific goal. Okay, I'm starting a business, I want to be able to, let's say, grow my business page to 1,000 followers within the space of 3 measurable. Track your progress. Obviously, you see your followers number, or you can see your body changing in the gym, or you can see people patronizing your business. If I were to say, okay, I've started this YouTube channel right now, right, by 2 months time I want to have 1 million subscribers, that's not realistic, to be honest. That's not realistic. I wish, but that's not realistic. So I'm going to leave the Dolulu for the Dolulus and like be more realistic in the decisions I make for myself, just also to keep a good headspace and focus on the journey rather than the result. We set different goals, and like we set different milestones for certain things, so all your milestones has to be relevant within what you want, whether it's in your gym. Oh, okay, I want to burn that back fat, and I want to have that oof back, or I want to build a good community. It all has to align within your specific goal. Give yourself a target date or a time boundary in order to keep accountability, in order to keep progress. 1,000 followers within 2 months, you can see your numbers going up and down, and yeah, you can, that's where you can track your progress, and you know how far you've come in your journey. You know when to put the foot on the gas, which is always step on the gas, always step on the next. Another way of setting a powerful goal is by creating a vision board. Okay, baby, let's talk about it. I made my vision board, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. It's a lock screen of my laptop, even my wallpaper of my laptop, and I absolutely love it. Love it. Basically, your vision board, you write down the things you aim to achieve this year. SMART goals, remember? SMART. Then you write them down. You go to Pinterest and you find pictures that align with your goals. You download them. You can either do this 2 ways. I chose the digital rather than the physical vision board. I just feel like it's much easier. Download your pictures from Pinterest, go to Canva. I just dropped them all in, arranged them. I had text boxes, and then it was just perfect because it aligned my goals. And when I see it, I see me, you know. Every time I unlock my laptop, I'm like, okay, I need to get on my grind. Okay, so this laptop time now is work time. It's time to step on some next. That really gave me joy. Just the entire process was therapeutic. I had fun with it, and I absolutely recommend that you do it. When I used to see people's vision boards on Instagram, I used to see a buttload of photos. I'm like, why are these people putting in so much photos into their vision board? Where's the text? How are you going to understand it? Then I made my own, and I'm like, okay, I get it. I get it. Your vision board doesn't have to make sense to anybody else but yourself. Okay, it is for you and for you only. One thing we're doing all year 2024 is cultivating positive habits and staying in it. We've established that goals are important. Yes, but habits shape our journey, and habit makes us who we are. It's important to cultivate habits for success. Routine is important because it sets the tone. Remember, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Routines are like the actionable steps that we plan to follow to get to our goal. A good way of building habits is to create a morning routine. Journaling how your day is going to be the night before is a great place to start. It just gives you clarity in the morning. It gives you like pheromones, and it gets you excited for the day ahead rather than waking up with no specific plans of how your day is going to go. It's great to wake up early. It's great to get a quick workout in. That will release pheromones that will help you to just have a great mood throughout the day and to keep that great mood consistent. Don't hit snooze, so keep your phone away from you. Sunlight when you wake up. My bed, the window stays open, the curtain is open, so whenever I wake up the sun is just shining into my eyes. I'm like, oh, but it's a good practice. So when I wake up, it's even more difficult to go back to sleep or to hit snooze or just to turn over because the sun is literally in my eye, and you know Abuja sun is like bright, and like the sun over here is bright and it's beautiful. It's bright and beautiful. Routines lead to better productivity, less stress, more clarity. So maybe try and make routines throughout this year. Morning routine, afternoon, evening. Plan your day. Okay, I go to work by this time, so I have to wake up by this time. You know, planning will get you far. Don't forget to tailor them to your preference, whether you work a 9 to 5 or you work a 5 to 9. In cultivating healthy habits, it is essential that you add like mindful practices such as breathing.
I just want to breathe. Rihanna air. We just want to breathe.
Yoga, meditation, movement, drinking water, eating mindfully. I keep talking about it, but it is essential that you're mindful, meaning you're present. You're taking the driver's seat. You're intentionally working. You're intentional about your actions. It makes it more pleasurable when you're mindful in your actions. I keep telling you, surround yourself with positivity by building your community. This is something I am still struggling with, but it is good to have an accountability partner. I tell y'all, for my workouts, mine is my sister. Okay, so we try to motivate each other. I watched this video on TikTok where this guy said there's a group of 5 people working towards the same goal, and today number 1 makes a mistake and he gets to teach that to the group. They wouldn't have to make that same mistake because they would know, okay, don't do X because it would lead to Y. That way they progress 5 times faster. If you're doing something alone, you're progressing 1 time faster. So think about 1 times 5 equals to 5, but 1 times 1 equals to 1. So having a community of people there to help you is much better, and it will get you to places much faster than when you're doing it alone. So go ahead and seek out an accountability partner today. Seek out a friend. Seek out somebody who can help you in your journey to reinventing yourself and being better in this year 2024. If you like to know how to do that, go ahead and watch my video somewhere here about navigating friendships. I'm sure you like it. It's a really nice one. I'm just thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to make vision boards, set smart goals, actionable goals, and we'll all be sure to succeed in this year 2024. This is our year, and my theme for this year is classy, rich, and successful. Classy, rich, successful. Yeah. So go ahead and create a theme, stick to it, and be in your bag and about you, about your self-development. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. I prophesy that this will be a good year for you. Subscribe, like, and leave comments down below on more videos you'd like to see. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, bye bestie. Bye bestie.